It's day 3 on Great British Menu. All week, 3 world-class chefs from London and the South East, Tom Kerridge, Tom Aikins and Phil Thompson, have been striving for the chance to see their dishes at the ultimate street party. It's been an epic battle between 3 Michelin-starred chefs. And today promises to be even more extraordinary.
Is this your chef? A secret delivery coming. Hello.
Jason Atherton's assessing their efforts this week, and following 3 superb starters, they made him struggle again yesterday, trying to pick a winner out of 3 great fish courses.
It's really difficult, and it's just been a living nightmare for me to judge this round.
Now it's the main course, which Tom Kerridge took all the way to the banquet last year as champion of London and the South East.
If somebody wants to take that off me, they've really got to give me a good wrestle for it, because, you know, I really want to hold on to that.
I am definitely in mind of taking that crown from him.
Yeah, I know what they can do. I know what they're all about, and I'm here to show everyone what I can do.
Only 2 of them can face the judges on Friday, and it couldn't be much closer.
That 1-star dish or that one simple slip-up is the difference between going through to the final or going home.
All the chefs this year are facing one of the toughest challenges yet. They've been out meeting amazing characters who bring people together through food.
It's something that we hope will help rebuild and make better community, to be honest with you.
Inspired by what they come across, they must create irresistible platters which will get everyone talking as they arrive at the table.
Scrumptious. Scrumptious.
Oh, no. This week's veteran chef Jason knows just what it takes to get a main course to the banquet, because he's done it himself in the past.
I really expect these guys to come out with a big winning dish. Today's the day I think one of these guys can bring out the number 10.
Tom Kerridge should be feeling confident. He won this course last year and has scored 17 out of a possible 20 so far this week. But he only leads the formidable Tom Aikins by 1 point and rising star Phil by 2.
It's bonkers, isn't it? It is so tight. It's so close, and we know that in an instant this can all change. At the end of the main courses, Phil could be in the lead and I could be at the bottom. It's that easy to turn it around. Hello, Chief.
How are you today, Tom?
Not bad, not bad, not bad.
So what is this dish?
Roast hog. And a hog roast, when you roast a hog, you do the whole animal. So I'm going to try and use as much as possible.
Yeah.
Going to do some baked potatoes, Bramley apple sauce.
Then we've got some nice little trotters.
I'm going to stuff them with some shoulder, some liver and some bacon.
Yeah.
Some salad cream. I'm going to make some salad cream.
Salad cream?
Yeah.
And what is it about this dish what gives it the wow factor? What is it?
When you're actually eating it, it should transport you back to English summer afternoons, eating a hog roast, drinking cider, having a great time.
In his usual rustic style, Tom's gone for a classic British combination. Pork with apple, with the modern twist of salt-baked potatoes. But is it good enough for the people's banquet?
He's got to be extremely careful. There's a lot of meat on there to get cooked to perfection. He's got the head, he's got the trotter, he's got the belly, he's got the stuffing. A lot can go wrong.
Next up is Tom Aikins, one of London's top chefs and the bad boy of the culinary world. He's currently in 2nd place, but plans to change that today.
I think for me to take the number 1 spot from Mr. Kerridge, all I have to do is to focus, not to make any mistakes, and there'll be the wow factor because it's a big platter.
So what we got here?
So we're doing suckling pig. So I'm using a baby pig. So basically what I'm going to do is deconstruct it. So we've got a bit of leg, bit of loin, we use a bit of rib as well. And then it's going to be served with potato mash.
Yeah.
And that's going to have a little bit of smoked bacon in it. It's going to be crispy, and then a little bit of lemon zest as well.
What is it about this dish when you was producing it, coming up with it, that you said, this is the dish for my community, this is what's going to make them go, wow, amazing?
So the dish is going to be one big platter of everything on there. So it's just going to be basically plonked on the table in front of them. They just all dig in and help themselves.
Tom's staying up market with this most expensive cut of pork, but Jason's concerned about how feasible it is to cook for the banquet.
Suckling pig takes a very high skill level to cook it. It dries out in an instant. He's got to be extremely careful with that.
The final chef is Dagenham's Phil Thompson. He felt the stress in the starter, losing points through silly mistakes, but matched his rivals with his fish course.
2 points behind, but I'm only 1 point behind second, and that's, at the moment, second's good enough to get through to the judges. I've got 2 more courses to claw my way back.
Hello, Phil.
Morning, chef. How are you?
So what dish you cooking?
East End staple diet of pie mash and liquor.
And what does that involve?
Got some Chippers trussed potatoes. For me, it's great for mash, nice and fluffy. Going to use a nice cheap cut of meat called a feather blade. In with the beef, going to put some diced shallots, caramelise the shallots off. Going to make a nice red wine and pork sauce, give it a little bit of luxury, because I've got a lot of cheap ingredients here. So nice red wine and pork sauce. And then it wouldn't be a pie mash and liquor without me liquor, so chopped flat parsley, a tiny bit of tarragon, and of course a bit of vinegar.
It's very simple. What's the wow factor here?
You know, the presentation again is going to be key for me. Who doesn't like a bit of pie mash and liquor?
So Phil from Essex is bringing his Michelin star skills to a humble regional favourite. Part of his strategy is to keep everyone guessing.
Is it a deconstructed pie? Is it going to be a classical pie? I don't know. He's not giving too much away. I'm really, really looking forward to seeing how he pulls that dish off and makes it a feast for the eyes.
The London and South East region has won the main course at the banquet twice. Jason did it first, then he saw Tom Kerridge capture it last year and thinks the treble could be on this time.
So guys, we've never had 3 Michelin stars together in the same kitchen compete for London and South East. There's always been one guy who's not had it. So, pressure's on. This is not just a battle of the Great British Menu, it's also a battle of the Michelin stars.
With only 2 points separating first and last place, they all need a high score today to stay in the race. The brief demands faultless cooking, an emphasis on sharing and stunning presentation. After Jason docked him points for producing restaurant-style dishes, the fiercely competitive Tom Aikins has come up with a new game plan and has just received a surprise delivery.
Is this yours, chef? Have you had a secret delivery come in?
Hello.
Hey.
What's all this then, chef?
Tom's not telling them what he's up to.
Up the ante. No other reason. Don't want to win. I want to beat these guys.
Have you got a delivery coming in, Phil?
Well, yeah, that would be telling me. But no tricks up my sleeve. That's a bit sly, that, chef. Has he got you worried, Tom?
No, I've got a delivery of my own coming in later.
I feel left out. I might get on the Gladys Argos this afternoon, see what I can pick up just to try and join the game.
Chef Tom? Yes. Special delivery?
Just little secrets up my sleeve, you know. It's for the dessert, so it's just basically to stand them on. So I'm doing little mini baked Alaska chips. It's going to be standing on.
And then all this?
This is for the pork, so you can have all the pork, different bits of pork down there.
Was this something after being here for a day or so you thought, right, okay, I need to...
Well, a little bit, yeah. Seeing as how Mr. Kerridge did his lobster dish, you know, I wanted something a bit more, you know, substantial, I think.
Yeah. I think you might have scared him, Tom. I think you might have rocked Mr. Cucumber.
Oh, do you think? The guy he's a proven winner. You know, he's run across the Sahara in bare feet and naked or something. So he's looking at definitely winning this.
While Tom Kerridge gets on with the apple sauce to go with his roast hog, he's keeping his own delivery very quiet. Across the worktop, his rival Tom Aikins is making yet more changes to his dish. He's upgraded his leg of suckling pig to the whole beast. And Phil, who's quietly working on the pastry for his pies, is surprised.
It's risky. It's risky if you're going to start changing things at last minute, but if you've got the gonads to do it, then yeah, by all means.
Phil wants his pie, mash and liquor dish to be true to its roots, and he's been doing his research to get it spot on. Traditional pie and mash shops can still be found in London's East End, including Cook's, which has been run by the same family for more than a century.
Hello, Bobby.
Hello, Phil. How are you, mate?
Yeah,
all right?
Good. Yeah. That smell makes me hungry as well.
You like it?
It brings a smile to my face.
Yeah.
I need a few tips. You know, I've got a few ideas, but you know, all I can remember is just the taste of it.
Bobby Cook took over from his father 20 years ago. He now serves over 1,000 pies a week, all handmade.
This is our bakehouse.
This is where all the magic happens, is it?
That's where we make the pies. That's the dough over there. This rolling machine is about 80 years old. Yeah, try them, Phil.
But what Phil's really interested in is Bobby's liquor recipe. Some people thicken their parsley sauce with potato water, but Bobby uses a different technique.
That's the liquor there with the salt, and we thicken it with a batter. Let's have a taste.
It's lovely.
Pie, mash and liquor is food that's brought EastEnders together since the 19th century. To learn the secret of a great pie, Phil's meeting members of a pie and mash club founded by Nick Evans 16 years ago.
It's about going to these pie shops in London, just seeing, you know, the way pie and mash is. I mean, it sounds like a really simple thing, but every shop does it in a minutely different way, you know, and I find that really interesting. It's gone from being me and a group of workmates to just people who like pie and mash and who've just come down and taken part. So, yeah, I've made some good new friends out of it.
Phil's been experimenting with his own liquor recipe. What will the connoisseurs make of his effort?
Righty. Here we go, boys.
It's a green stodger, some description.
I quite like it, though.
And it's not bland, but it's just... No, thanks.
No?
And I don't, not being rude, mate, it just ain't liquor to me.
Well, I would like to see the bits of parsley in the liquor, because I think that's really what makes a great liquor, is be able to see those little flecks of green, you know.
What he's got to do, really, he's got to appeal to a load of food snobs. You ain't going to impress them with a plate of pie and mash. I can see the dilemma that he's in. Yeah. But then what can you do with it? What can you do with it to ponce it up? Not a lot.
Good luck.
Oh, yeah. Good luck. Need it,
I mean...
Luckily, founder member Nick has some words of encouragement.
I did enjoy it, actually.
I didn't think it was that bad.
It wasn't liquor as we know.
No, exactly. I say I'd love you to be there if I got through to the final with pie and mash and liquor. I'd love you to be there.
I'd be honoured to be invited.
That'd be fantastic.
And I'll certainly help eat the food.
Thanks again.
Cheers.
Ta-ra.
Back in the kitchen, Phil knows he's got his work cut out if he wants to trounce his rivals. He thinks that pie, mash and liquor is the perfect food for the People's Banquet. Tom Aikins has raised the stakes by going for roast suckling pig on the big platter he had sent in. And Tom Kerridge is aiming to keep his crown with roast hog, salt-baked potatoes and apple sauce.
2 pork dishes. They're going to have a bit of a head-to-head with the pork dishes there. Phil's take on a deconstructed pie, so I'm really excited about that. But I know one thing for sure, the heat is on and this is getting really exciting.
The sense of competition is reaching new heights. Tom Aikins has upped his game by going for more variety on a bigger platter, but his nearest rival isn't impressed.
Is it? Got the fun factor or not? It'd be interesting. Might look nice, still got to taste nice.
He's given himself a lot of unrehearsed extra cooking to do, so is he in danger of making a fatal error?
I think the pressure will get to some people because, you know, it's intense in there, it's not easy, so it's the one that can deal with it. I can deal with pressure and stress.
So how's the defending champion coping with it all?
Those guys in there today are going to try their hardest to beat me, and they want to get their dishes onto the banquet. I know what I've got to do.
Jason's constant scrutiny doesn't make it any easier. He doesn't miss a thing.
My God, what's going on here, Chef? So what's that for?
It's for me salt-baked potatoes. I'm going to bake them in a salt crust that's like a sack.
Sounds so very creative.
A sack of spuds, Chef.
And you're all on schedule?
I'll go with might be.
Tom's mystery delivery still hasn't arrived. Across the kitchen, Phil's applying all his Michelin star skill to the aged beef feather blade for his pies.
What it is about this dish was going to make pie and liquor so special.
Oh, it's going to bring pie and liquor to the thousands. This is, you know,